think the People Ops collection is one of the best organized collections we have at Guru. So I just want to give you space to talk about how you went about organizing the People Ops collection and the knowledge inside of it.
Yes, thank you for that feedback, Matt. It means a lot. But we structured our People Ops collection with folders that you can see here, and I'd say we numbered them in order for kind of where you start on the employee journey, and how you navigate, like how to navigate the People Ops collection comes first. You know, the Guru Workplace Guide is our employee handbook that everyone needs to be familiar with. Then we move to more general information about Guru, new hire onboarding, and then we move more so into specific information, more complex information like benefits, our total rewards philosophy, compensation strategies, things like our systems, again, perks and benefits, all of that kind of like comes next, as well as initiatives that the team is spearheading as well. And like each folder, like if you go in the performance review folder, you know, we try and set it up so that it's organized in bite-sized content. So, okay, so you're going to the performance reviews. What's our guide to our performance reviews? Like, okay, what are the question sets that we're going to have available so you know what the questions are, so you can start thinking about them before we launch our cycle. You know, how do you think about the review meeting? And how would you approach that with your manager? You know, what are some FAQs that have come up so far? More things like then the compensation review comes next. Like, what's that about? You know, what's our promotion philosophy? What are the most recent promotions and transitions that happened after our last performance review? So it's kind of the way that we've structured and tried to organize things in a thematic way so that it's much easier to digest, because it can get unwieldy if it's not kind of, I'll say, containerized in folders, or at least that's what we found.
Yeah, I love that. I love the pro tip of like getting more complex as it goes down. And so the kind of like general like probably information that people are going to be digging up most often by virtue is probably going to be more towards the top because it's going to be least complex, and it kind of gets more specialized as it descends,
Yeah.
which is like a really neat way to structure this collection that I didn't even know until you were telling me about it yesterday. And it like just always felt very easy to navigate. So I think having that methodology for authors here is going to be helpful in terms of organizing their own content. And then I love this. We touched on this card a few minutes ago, but I just wanted to circle back to it. I get in my time as a CSM here at Guru, I get asked a lot of questions around, FAQs and like how to document questions in cards. And can you maybe just touch on sort of how you approached documenting FAQs with this card in particular?
Yes. So I love our tables feature in the editor, and I love being able to embed images and bulleted lists in the tables. I feel like the way the gradient switches, it's much easier to kind of for the eye to scan through and be able to navigate like a bit of a Q&A versus just a set of bulleted lists where it's like one bullet question, sub bullet answer, and kind of more of an eye chart. And this I feel like has been easier to consume. I think you have more likelihood of both the AI and the search agents working with it structured this way, and it's also it's more consumable, um, and you're going to get greater readership if the information you're trying to share with your team is obviously easier to comprehend and easier to get through.
Yeah, I love that. And I love that the title is like calling out the year that it's for, what the FAQs are around, and then calling it out as an FAQ. And you even have a tag in there around performance reviews. Could be even add a tag maybe around FAQs if we wanted to, but like all of that adds to the discoverability of this card. And not only is it really easy to discover, I think it is like pretty easy to browse with that table structure that you had implemented as well.